Hi guys, welcome to LLA English. My name is Money Minded Mandeep and I have just one request from you. If you are a new investor or you are an investor with half-baked knowledge, please do not invest your money just yet. You have to know this. See, the problem is most new age investors are jumping into stocks, mutual funds and other type of investment products without knowing the type of returns they are getting, or let's say without knowing how to calculate their investment returns. This would cost them a lot in future. Let me ask you a question. In 2015, let's say you bought a share worth 900 rupees. In 2016, it became 1600 rupees. Very good. In 2017, it fell to 1000 rupees. Now, if I were to ask you what was your growth rate, and if you say that, okay, I invested 900 rupees and I made a profit of 100 rupees. So 100 divided by 900, then again multiplied by 100 would give me roughly 11%. Then you, my friend, are definitely wrong because you did make 11% of profit, but 11% is not your annual growth rate. Let me change this example by just a bit. Let's say I bought a share worth 900 rupees today, and tomorrow it becomes 1000 rupees. What was my growth rate? Now the data is same. I invested initially 900 rupees and I made a profit of 100 rupees. If I were to calculate with that previous method, then it would again come around roughly 11%. Now I hope you are beginning to see what's wrong here. We are forgetting to account for the main ingredient while calculating the investment returns, and that ingredient, my friend, is time. This is exactly why some insurance agents, not all, but some insurance agents will tell you that your investment will get doubled in 20 years. And a lot of people fall prey to these schemes. They get happy. They think my money is getting doubled in 20 years. It is the best investment product I've seen in my entire goddamn life. And they end up putting their money in a product that has a 20-year lock-in period and generates returns worse than FD. See, the question you should be asking is, are there any other investment alternatives which can double my money in less than 20 years? Maybe you'll find a product that is doubling your money in 15 years, maybe 10 years, or maybe 8 years. Who knows? But even that question will only get you so far. The right question you should be asking is, what is the annual growth rate of this particular product? Then you compare the annual growth rate of that product with all other products that you come across, and you'll clearly see which product is generating more returns on an annual basis. And in the next few minutes, I will show you how you can calculate your annual growth rate of any kind of investment that you have ever made in your life. But before that, if you are a new investor, then I encourage you to open a Demat account. Using that, you can buy shares of different companies. I'm leaving you a link in the description to open your Demat account with Zerodha. It's India's best stockbroker, offering you zero brokerage on your investments. And if you click that link and put your phone number and submit, you will receive a call from our teammate who will assist you to open your account within 24 hours or maybe 48 hours. And full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. You'll be indirectly supporting this channel if you open your Demat account with our link. So what is CAGR, compounded annual growth rate? But what does it mean? Let's take our previous example and let me increase the data points. In 2015, I invested 900 rupees, and 2016 it became 1300. The next year it fell down to 1000 rupees. The next year it rose to 1200 rupees, then 1600 rupees, then 1500 rupees. And in 2021, my investment of 900, which I made back in 2015, is now standing at 2000 rupees. Now this CAGR concept is not necessarily related with stock investments. You can also use this concept to calculate the CAGR of company A's revenue figures. Let's say this is not my investment value. This is company A's revenue figures in crores. Company A made 900 crores of revenue in 2015. Then in 2016, the revenue rose to 1300 crores and so on. So the CAGR will tell you, despite the numbers jumping and falling between multiple times, what was the annual growth rate the numbers grew at. To understand this in a better way, let's say I'm putting my 900 rupees in some bank and after 6 years, I'm getting 2000 rupees. So what was the interest rate that my bank gave to me annually? With that being said, it should have instantly hit you that I'm talking about nothing but compound interest. That same compound interest that you studied in class 10th. And the formula of compound interest is your final value equals to your previous value multiplied by 1 plus r divided by 100 raised to the power n. So in our example, we know the final value, it is 2000 rupees. In our example, we also know the previous value, which is 900 rupees. We don't know currently what r is. R is the thing that we want to calculate. We do know what n is, the number of years, which is 6. Now if you pay close attention, I have written 7 years, but I am counting only 6 number of years. That is the most common rookie mistake that you are likely to make. See, the data points are 7, but the investment duration is 6 years. It will take 1 year to reach my investment of 900 to 1300. So 2015 to 2016 is counted as 1 year. 2016 to 2016 will be counted as another 1 year, and so on. So if you calculate this way, you will understand that the total number of years is not 7 but 6. Now I don't want to bore you and solve this equation in front of you, so I'll just give you the formula for CAGR right away. R is equal to final value divided by previous value raised to the power 1 by n minus 1, and this whole element will then be multiplied by 100 to give you a percentage figure. Don't worry, don't pick up your pen, don't pick up your paper, you don't have to do that, and you don't even have to open any kind of Excel sheet to compute this. I'll give you a much simpler way. You head to laborlawadvisor.in/calculators, link I've given in the description. You enter your final value, you enter your previous value and the number of years. It will then compute the CAGR for you, and in this case, it is showing you 14.23%. This means that my initial investment of 900 rupees back in 2015 gave me an annual growth rate of 14.23%. It is not the actual annual growth rate, because actual annual growth rates are written right in front of you. First year, my annual growth rate was 44%. The next year, I was making a loss of minus 23%. And the very next year, I was making a profit of 20%. So what is this 14.23%? It's an average annual growth rate. If you want to judge the performance of your investment during the last 6 years, then the CAGR is the right metric to do that. It tells you despite rising and falling so much in between, the average annual growth rate was 14.23%. With this, you can easily do multiple things. For example, you have two companies, company A and company B. You have both the companies' revenue data for the last 10 years. Now, in some years, company A is making more revenue. In some years, company B is making more revenue. But if you were to calculate the annual growth rate of both the companies' revenue in the last 10 years, you would then end up with a definite answer that which company did well in the last 10 years. You can also use CAGR to compare the past performance of 2 mutual funds, 2 stocks, or any 2 or more things. And with mutual funds, you don't even need to compute this CAGR. This CAGR will be shown in your mutual fund app. For example, I'm using Covera app to invest in my mutual funds, and I've opened Parag Parikh Flexi Cap Growth Fund. Now, if I click on 5-year performance, it will show me 20%. That 20% is in fact the CAGR of this fund during the last 5 years. Now, I'm not saying you should invest in any kind of fund just because their last 5-year CAGR is so good, because there are a lot of things that come into play while deciding a mutual fund. That is not the topic of this video. All I'm saying is, if I'm comparing the CAGR of 2 or more funds, then here's how you can find it in your mutual fund app. By the way, if you also want to download this app, then I'm leaving a link in the description. It doesn't charge you anything. All your mutual fund investments will be free, and you'll get the option to invest in direct mutual funds, which saves you lakhs and lakhs of rupees of commission. Now, everything is obviously not sunshine and rainbows. CAGRs has some serious cons that you need to know about. And I hope you already know this by now. CAGR doesn't tell you how risky that particular stock or that particular mutual fund was, because it's only taking into consideration the first initial value and the last final value and the number of years. Let's change that example now. Let's say in 2015 I invested 900 rupees. Then in 2016 I lost all my money because that share price went to just 1 rupee. In 2017 it became 1000 rupees. 2018, wow, it became 10,000 rupees. Then again 2 rupees. Then again 50,000 rupees. And finally I landed on 2,000 rupees. If I use my CAGR calculator again to calculate the CAGR, I will end up with the same CAGR, 14.23. But this example is clearly different. It is highly risky to invest in such a stock or such a mutual fund. And this is why, my friend, power of compounding does not exist in stock markets and mutual funds. For power of compounding to work, you need a set interest rate and your money should continuously grow every year with that same interest rate. But it doesn't work like that in stock markets. Stock markets have the power to generate exponential returns, but they also have the capability to destroy the wealth. But that doesn't mean you should not invest in stock markets or mutual funds just because there's no compounding. There is a huge benefit to investing in stock markets because only this kind of investments, I'm not talking about crypto, only this kind of investments have the power to make you filthy rich in future. And the only way you can ensure that you'll create enormous wealth is to learn more and more about investing and stay invested for a long period of time. See, any stock that goes up is bound to come down, and a lot of stocks will generate losses for you in short term. But when you invest in a stock, that means you are investing, you are buying into that company, and when the company grows, the stock will follow. So your stock may generate losses in short term, but the only way you can ensure that you'll not get losses and you'll get huge profits is to stay invested for as long as possible. Because stocks and mutual funds have the tendency to generate losses in short term, but if a company is good, the mutual fund you are investing in is a good mutual fund, then holding on to them for as long as you can will ensure that you are getting good profits. So the first con of CAGR is it doesn't tell you volatility or how risky one particular investment product can get. So always keep in mind while investing in any kind of product that CAGR is just one metric to judge something. There are a lot of other things. One of those things is also volatility. The second con of CAGR is the time period itself. Let's take this example again. If I erase the data of last 2 years, then I would have initial investment of 900 rupees, final value of only 2 rupees, and the number of years would now be 4. Now I would get a CAGR of minus 78%. So if you come across any absurd number, minus 78% or plus 100% CAGR, then you automatically should be asking questions. You should look closer and find out why is there such a number, especially in equity markets. But there's one area where this CAGR concept will definitely fail. If you are investing in mutual funds via SIP mode, then it means every month at set date, your money will get deducted from your bank and be invested in a mutual fund. So in a 1 year SIP model, your first SIP installment will get invested for all 12 months. Your second installments will get invested for not all 12 months, but only 11 months and so on. So now you are investing money multiple times, and each time that you are investing, the time duration gets changed. So if you want me to make another video and tell you how you can calculate your SIP investment returns and stuff like that, then please let me know in the comments. I'd be very happy to make another video for you. Till then, keep learning and start your investment journey as soon as possible because time is money. If you haven't opened the Demat account yet, link is in the description. Please do that. And you can also check out our official Jagruk Janta merch. You can buy these t-shirts, link in the description as well. Bye-bye.